This week, join us as we cross into a new country, and the border crossing wasn't everything that it's all worked up to be. We also stay at some beautiful places and went to one of the top tourist attractions in not only Canada, but also the US. Let's get into it.
So we just left my parents' house in Detroit, Michigan, and I would say we're starting phase 2 of our big East Coast trip. So far, everything that we've driven through, all the states from Florida up to Michigan, are places that we've been familiar with. The stops themselves have been new experiences, but the states themselves we've driven through before. And the exciting part about our trip now is that I would say we're venturing into the unknown. So we get to start this second phase of the trip by actually entering a new country. And we're on our way right now. We're about 30 minutes from the Canadian border. But this border crossing is in Port Huron, Michigan. And this is going to be totally new to me. And it's also a totally different experience crossing in a car versus an RV because everything we own is in here. Supposedly they might do random stops and searches. And so you want to be prepared and make sure you're not taking anything into the country. You're not supposed to. But we did our best to prepare all that we could for this border crossing by getting all of our paperwork in order. We actually realized that we needed to update our registration and we printed that out as well as proof of our insurance just to be extra cautious in case anything happens at the border. But like I said, we've got about 30 minutes and we'll see how it is. I don't know if we'll have to wait in line at the border crossing, but we are venturing into the unknown. So small hiccup. We just got ready to go cross the border and we got in the wrong lane. There's a bunch of construction going on.
Well, we followed the directions.
Yeah, we did follow the directions. I guess the directions were taking a car-specific route. And we got to a place that said cars only. Didn't give any alternate for trucks. So I guess we probably qualify as a truck.
Right.
So,
it said cars only, no trucks. And it's like, well, we're technically not a truck, but the concern is always like your height clearance. It's like you don't want to get up there and then now you're in a pickle because you can't fit through.
So we just got directions to basically just go back to where we came from so that we could flip around on the freeway somewhere, which we're doing now. And we'll try it in again for attempt number 2. Oh my God, we missed it again. We were supposed to be on the other side of these barriers. So we might have to just do a whole nother loop around and go further back to try again. Quick pit stop over here on the side of the road because we noticed some rattling on the outside of the RV. And Gabby looked out and noticed that she saw this part flapping. So it's the weather stripping all the way around the door.
I think we can just push it back
I guess just popped out, but yeah.
It's very odd.
Hopefully we can just push it back in and it should be okay.
All right, we have switched drivers after fixing weather stripping and finally made it to the right freaking exit. Man, look at these back of both trucks.
It doesn't look too bad for us.
No, for us, it looks like we can just go right straight and won't have any issues.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, do you need this?
What do you need?
You need a credit card for the toll?
Yeah.
Passport's for the other side of the bridge.
Ah, okay.
Here's.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you. Okay, part 1 has been completed.
Thought that was gonna be it.
We paid, I guess, how much was it?
He didn't say. I think it was $8.50.
Okay, so I guess it was maybe $8.50. Now we're crossing the bridge to the other side, which will actually be where they'll check us out.
Hi.
Hello, Lori.
Hi.
Good.
Where are we headed today?
Niagara.
Canadian side or U.S.?
Canadian.
How long for?
Just one night.
Any firearms?
Nope.
Very good. Have a good day.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you.
Welcome to Canada! We made it!
Where are we?
We literally were stressing yesterday over getting like copies of like Lilo's rabies vaccination. This morning, getting our registration and insurance, and literally just looked at passports and was like, any firearms? Nope. See ya. I guess we're just very innocent looking people.
Just pulled over for our first official stop in Canada.
Where else would it be?
First time taking our RV to a new country. You gotta stop at Tim Hortons. Okay, got our coffee.
Guys, this coffee is, I literally just saw this to Brendan, but this is better than any drink I have ever ordered from Starbucks. And we totally forgot about the exchange rate. This was a medium coffee. I think it was like...
Yeah, we thought it was like $5 or something, but we forgot that the currency's different.
Yeah.
So I think it came out to $3.60 or...
Which feels so cheap. I don't know the last time I paid for a coffee that was like less than $5 in the States.
A brown sugar iced latte with soy milk. Oh, with oat
milk.
Oat milk.
Amazing. After about 5 hours of travel today, we have finally made it. Had to look up the name. Lundy Manor Wine Cellars. This is a Harvest Host location. And in this spot, we are about 20 minutes from the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. So we are gonna post up camp here. It is quite beautiful out, can't complain. And we'll give you a quick glimpse. Ooh, God, that feels good to stand up. Hey guys. Give you a quick glimpse at our spot. Essentially, we're in a nice area of the parking lot, and right there is like the main house that looks super nice. Cute little lake with chairs can hang around. And I guess all the vineyards are just right back there. So we got some exploring to do.
Good morning. We are starting the day a little bit earlier than normal. It's 8 o'clock in the morning as we're trying to get a spot where you park an RV to visit Niagara. We did book a boat tour that should be about an hour. That'll take us right up to the falls. So we've got a few hours to that, but we're gonna move over and hopefully secure a spot in RV parking.
It's quite narrow with these trees. That's so fun! You see all the falls? We got all the Americans staring at us. Let's see. Right there. No RVs, and the original welcome center that we thought we would be able to park at doesn't actually have RV parking. It's for like tour buses only. So just kind of keep driving in circles till we find where we will end up at. Because ideally we'd like to be able to walk to where our boat leaves from. And from the welcome center, that was gonna be like a 20-minute walk. Motor coach parking to the left.
So we're not.
Well, these people
motor
are definitely,
coach.
but this literally says.
It says commercial vehicles.
Oh, what if it's the next lot? Because that street goes down.
I think it's worth just stopping.
I agree, I'm gonna stop. getting here. I think we possibly made a turn too early. This is still kind of far from the falls. I don't even know how far yet, but at least if we can secure a spot, we can kind of figure the rest out later. Signs here. They said parking, RV parking is $10, well, 10 Canadian dollars. And then there's a free shuttle to the Welcome Center we thought we could originally park at. And honestly, that seems like a deal. All the other parking nearby was $36.
Welcome.
Hey!
Niagara Falls. Not too bad. I think we just gotta catch a shuttle over to the falls area.
I think this is the bus coming up. We walked to the wrong bus station before. We go.
So we just wrapped up the boat tour, which was such a fun experience.
It was fun. It was really quick though.
It was like, I think online it said it was an hour experience. That does not equate to an hour boat ride. We were on the boat for like 15 minutes, which is honestly like all you really
That's
need.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I was telling Brendan when we were on the boat, it was one of the few very touristy things that's been like very populated that I've actually enjoyed. And it was, yeah, I think it came out to like US dollars wise, like $35 a person. And like for such an iconic experience, like I feel like you got to do it. But we did do an earlier time slot. It was 10:30 is what we booked, but we actually got on the boat at probably like 10:05 and we were done before 10:30.
Yeah.
And the boat was still relatively packed. I think the busiest point of day is like 3. I can not imagine how busy or how long you would be waiting to do that. So definitely try to do, I would say, an earlier time. And when we were done, we really wanted to get Tim Hortons again. And there was only like Starbucks by the falls. So we're like, oh, let's walk off and get some Tim Hortons. And I don't know what the street name that we walked on, but it like, I kind of imagine that's what the American side of Niagara would be like. It was just like so touristy and just like overload of
Not really our thing.
no. So like the Tim Hortons is like in the middle of all that madness and we're like, all right, let's leave that. And we're walking to another location and we're walking through a beautiful park on our way. We're just trying to get off the beaten path a little bit. So we got our coffees, we're all charged up, and we realize we have to walk way far back in order to get back to where we even came from. But we found this little incline railway that I think it's $3.75 a person to get down to where we started.
Little impromptu attraction.
We're not very impulse buyers, but at that price, I think it's gonna be a fun experience. looks like they're sleeping. Wow, it feels great in here. Had the AC running as we were gone, and we left her in the RV, and it feels fantastic in here. And our battery's actually charged 10% since we left while we've been running the AC. That is just one of the best feelings. Just like that, we have wrapped up our day at Niagara Falls. And overall, I'm like happy we just did a day, arguably half a day.
It was an appropriate amount of stop. Like super pretty spot. We got to walk around. We got to obviously see the falls and go into the boat up close and get soaked. And then kind of take it easy afterwards with some coffee, and you just kind of hang out for a bit. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to spend like maybe 2 days, but no more than that.
Yeah, there's just so many what feels like tourist traps around, and I was shocked how busy it got so quickly. Like we did the 10:30 tour, and if anything, like if we were to come back, I would probably do an earlier tour than that, because when we were walking to the boat, it was the nicest part of the day. It was the nicest part. Totally agree.
Definitely, if you can handle being a morning person, would recommend coming here as early as you can.
Yeah, so from here, we are going to work our way back into the United States. So
it's just a quick trip into Canada.
It's funny because like I was nervous to get into Canada, but I hear that getting back into the United States is a bit more intimidating. So fingers crossed that we have a smooth border crossing on the way back. And we're headed into New York. So that's a new state for us in this RV. And I think we'll be tackling Finger Lakes area. So we'll see the next location that we get back to you guys in. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this video and following along for our adventures, and we will catch you next week.